I'm Neil Young and this is my fantastic model Derek, and I'm going to take you through some male grooming. What I'm going to do is take you through some really simple steps to create a really fresh, healthy complexion, but in an invisible way. So we're going to start with a bit of skincare because that's really the key element to this. So I'm going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus onto the skin before I put on some emulsion. This is Prep and Prime Moisture Infusion. It's an amazing product. It's a really lightweight product, and I actually use it on men because it kind of is a moisturizer. You don't need to put anything too heavy on a man's skin because it has a lot of oil, but what you need to do is put water in it. So this is going to put a lot of water in. So you just pump it into the hand, you just rub it into your fingers and get a bit of heat into it, and that will sort of activate the ingredients in there, and it will really put a lot of water into the skin and pump out the skin a little bit. One of my favourite rescue products, and this is my go-to product for guys because it's an amazing texture. It's called Prep and Prime BB Cream. And it's really important when you're looking as a man at your own skin, especially with deeper skin tones like Derek's, is that if you see different tones in the skin, it's important that you use different colours to respect those different tones. Because, unlike doing, makeup for women, a man can look really artificial and really synthetic if you completely unify his skin from forehead to the chin and he's too even. So it's really, really important that if you see darker areas or deeper tones on the forehead, you use something a little bit deeper there. So I'm going to use two shades. This is dark and deep dark. So I'm going to use a little bit of the darker one over the forehead. I'm going to work it all over the areas, all over the face really, probably avoiding any part of the face which has a little bit of stubble or facial hair. This is a great texture. It's kind of a light emulsion, like a creamy texture. But what it's going to do is it has optical diffusers and oil absorbers, so it's going to mattify the skin. Now, one of the things I want to do is just really kind of go into a little bit of concealing, because if you have got a blemish, you do want to be able to conceal it. So I'm using an amazing product. This is a Pro palette. The great thing about this palette is there's lots of different tones and undertones of concealer. And so what's great about this, particularly when you're working on deeper skin tones that has many more natural undertones and different tones across the skin, it enables you to customize the concealer. I am using a brush because I think it gives you slightly more precise application. I mean, you can use your finger. I often think that men aren't as delicate as women are, and they can be a little bit heavy-handed. So the idea is that it looks invisible. So if you've got just the one tool that's going to give you a really precise application, I think it's worth investing in. So this is a little 242 brush. Now, when you're looking at men's eyes, the tone around the eye, it's really important that you don't conceal an eye area in the same way that you would a woman's eye. Most women want to brighten and lighten around the eye, but that obviously can look really synthetic and artificial looking and very makeup-y on a guy. So it's really important that you leave that natural skin tone through under the lashes. So when I'm going to use a bit of concealer, I'm taking a couple of these shades. So I'm just going to work it just into the sort of this deeper undertone of his eye area, and then just blend with my finger. And I think the next thing to do is just pop a little bit of powder on. So I'm going to use one of my favourite products. What it does is it has sheen to it, so it doesn't look flat. And the worst thing you could do with a man is to be too flat and too powdery looking, too chalky. So I use a big brush, and I'm just going to work this just over the middle of the face. So nothing technical about this big brush, just work it all over the skin. And that would just give him a nice, really like natural matte. You don't want it to be flat, it needs to be natural matte. Sheen is really good, it means healthy skin. No one is completely matte. When you look at someone's skin, it looks really healthy. There's always a nice natural sheen to it. And I think that is it. And I'm going to finish with just a little bit of brow gel just to groom the brows. This is optional, you don't always have to do that, but if you've got thicker brows or unruly brows, it's probably a good idea just to groom them into place. And there you go, look at that, invisible grooming. Doesn't he look good?
It's good.
Do you feel good?
I feel great.
Mission accomplished.